Let's go back to game. Right. Who are we looking for? Dr. Gorski. Who went up this way. Whoops. Okay, they're all in there. Good to know. Did he go up this way? Let's check that again. This way.
I'm still here, if you're wondering, sir. It all just takes longer than expected.
I know the situation. No need to explain yourself, Doctor. We're in this together.
Performances are really good. Performances are really good. I've had a quick flick through the IMDb list. I'm very impressed. Thus far... Oh, hello, flag. Thus far, solid game. Solid game.
The excavation site. How did he come down?
Can't climb down that, love. You couldn't find the IMDb entry? I did. Got to check behind me. Got to check behind me. You got to check behind you. Okay, it's just wall. I had a panic then. I had a full panic.
I've got Gorski's signal.
Oh,
So
God.
soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who?
Not who, but what. It's weird. Dr. Gorski hardly ever parted with it.
With what? You're talking about the teleprobe.
Yes.
I located the probe. It's lying on the ground. Inactive.
Can't be completely broken if you picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in
With me,
safe mode.
Chris's.
Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides, you'll see.
Okay. I'm opening the probe. Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions.
Okay.
There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. Now go ahead.
Slide records?
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malis, extrema remedia.
Let's take a look.
Okay, those are the fish.
A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
They reported as much. Wasn't until the fourth day the comms failed.
Does this all hinge on the fish?
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig.
Thank you for the follow, Game with Dexter.
Hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
I don't even...
Last slide. There's mostly noise.
Nothing in particular stands out to you, Doctor. They were digging and suddenly, poof, people are dead.
No need to shout, Astrogator.
Jesus
I'm just
Christ.
letting you know what
I do not like this bloke.
Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal. It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
That shadow is
Shadow.
scary.
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor.
Or,
Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with
some
us.
Eldritch Night? Some sort of Eldritch horror thing that's happening? I'm gonna call Eldritch horror. I probe.
I've got it on my radar. Now I can give commands to the probe.
Cool. I got an achievement for
What do
doing
you
that.
see? Is it working correctly?
If you run it on manual steering, sir, then it works just fine.
That's exactly what I'm doing. You have a keen eye. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Fantastic.
If it's useful, then okay.
You don't like machines, Yasna?
I don't like being followed.
1 second. That's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Would you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
Huh. A name for the teleprobe. All right. I can think of something.
Steve.
Copy that. I'm
Steve.
listening.
Steve. Luna.
Please enter Luna. L-U-N-A.
Steve ain't right.
A few more tweaks, and you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
Oh, I couldn't call it bally. I'm sorry. Right. How do we get down from here? Probing McProbe face. Look, listen, we've named it. Okay? Everyone's a bloody critic. I wanted to call it Steve, but we didn't get full autonomy.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere. The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on.
No crossroads? Branches?
Not yet. Just one thick, tangled vein.
Oh, okay. Now it's branching.
Huh. I guess I found the first point.
You guess? We have to be sure, Doctor.
My
Well,
guy.
I'm at the first clear branching of these structures, such as reported by Dr. Gorski.
All right. What happened next?
He followed the branch to the right. Another thing he reported was a massive vertical structure.
Okay, branch to the right. Okay. Branch to the right. So, is it half the detector? Branch to the right. Angle Fame was your nickname in uni. That's oversharing, Obi. That is oversharing. I love that for you, but it's oversharing. Oh, I think we're at massive vertical structure. Is that massive? Yeah, everything's massive in space.
The probe detected something.
I see that in the readings. What is it exactly?
Well, the structure from the notes, it fits the description perfectly. Well done, Luna. You're useful after all.
I don't know if I'd refer to it as massive.
That crossed my mind.
All right. How about that point? What does it look like?
It's kind of, I don't know, pointy. I guess we continue along this way. Yeah, there's still underground stuff. Why are you telling me to check the map?
The next
three.
point, the third one, is a metal bundle running along the bottom of some water reservoir.
Copy that.
An object as such should be easy to locate.
Okay. Lightning, yeah, lightning rod-ish. It looks like a little bit like, you know, Orbeez, when people drop molten metal into Orbeez, but a little bit more, which looks like an old Windows screensaver, kind of, but more sort of angular. Oh, she's humming again. She's doing a nervous humming. Construction site wireframes. Yeah, that's going down.
There's the water.
And the metal bundle?
As expected. It's at the bottom. Before you ask, sir, there's little to say about it.
All right. So how many are left?
2 points. Or at least that's what he told Cobble. What he did next, it's hard to assess.
Well, the battery and the...
Biggest one yet. Inside hill, 150 meters flagged.
It's
Okay.
to last for only a few hours. So he couldn't have gone much further.
Okay.
The fourth point is a structure that fills a rock massive, on top of which he found surface structures.
So if we pass
Sounds like a crucial node in this whole system.
along here because we're not going through the water.
Gotcha. I found his tracks. Finally, some tangible evidence that he was going this way.
Ah, good. It's downhill all the way, Doctor.
I wouldn't be so sure, Astrogator. The next point is at a height of approximately 100 meters.
What the heck?
Definitely uphill. I think we have the fourth point. I confirm. It's the fourth one. I see our flag.
If I don't
What
find
if I
it?
don't find him at all?
You will. Just follow his tracks carefully.
That
According
is
to our records, It's
beautiful.
been no more than 6 hours since he was here. Think about it, Doctor. On a cosmic scale, it's nothing.
Well, on a human scale, it could mean the difference between life and death.
This is beautiful. I just got an achievement for getting close to lava.
The structures undergo noticeable changes here. If it keeps growing at this rate, I don't know what I'll find at the end.
What kind of growth are you talking about, Doctor? Depth, width, complexity level?
In every aspect.
Interesting. Do you think these veins lead somewhere?
Do we
To
go
something?
this way or go around this
Leaning
way?
more and more towards that
I think I'm gonna go around
conclusion.
this way.
But I can't tell what we might expect at the end.
We've got to get up there,
Brilliant
right?
at all.
Or not. Cool. We climb in. I need him to not be dead. This is
Hey, Luna.
incredibly important. Lots of oxygen and methane seems like a bad place to... Oh, God. Oh, you're not wrong.
Three, two, one.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way. Thank you for your assistance. Without your help, it would have taken much longer.
What's the plan for the second flight? The same place?
That would work best. Certain, proven. When you and Dr. Gorski come back, I'll send the lander right away.
Pressing X to doubt really hard right now. That way for now. Oh, it's so pretty though.
I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Yasna. You're the one who reported it to me.
What?
Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination.
So
It'll
pretty,
guide
wildcard.
you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Okay. I could base jump it.
Hi, Luna. Lead the way. I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect
I didn't see him.
research unit.
I didn't see him.
Maybe even better than a human.
Let's not exaggerate.
I'll definitely watch this back. First person I've seen play this plus your own, and everyone picks Luna.
However helpful they may be, they're still just tools
Listen,
in the hand of
I
man,
didn't want to call it
often
bally.
faulty.
Bally felt too much. Luna's cool. Maybe just your imagination. I thought I saw him, and then I didn't. And then I was like, no, that's rocks.
Oh, We have a problem.
Get up
Something
here.
serious?
I already mentioned the faulty machines, right? Well, the route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Have you started to fear for your position?
No, I think you're going to kill me.
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
I, for one, welcome our robot AI overlords.
Well, if we assume that they'll surpass us, things will get complicated. Because in order to program a brain with computing power equal to that of a human, you need a brain with computing power higher than that of a human. Ergo, a man cannot make a machine smarter than a man.
Then who else would design it?
Self-learning algorithms, some spontaneous process, or pure chaos. Something inhuman, that's for sure. Shh, Astrogator, can you hear that?
No.
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
No, that's a robot. So we have some life.
These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor.
They're
I'd like a
metallic.
brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations.
But they're made of metal. Hang on, let's put that away.
They're high, more or less, from 1 to several meters. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock.
And they're made of metal. They're reading as metallic. I missed the density one. Maybe I did.
They can be singular, though in
There we
some
go.
locations
Thank
they
you.
create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer. That's how it looks, to put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Staying on the topic of biological analogies, these bushes remind me of corals, in a purely visual category.
They do.
Because they're far from marine organisms. So I would guess that these are colonial structures. Perhaps rock-forming ones. However, their main structure has nothing to do with corals. No noticeable mesenchymal tissues. No nidocyst, matocyst, or spirocyst. No visible oral discs.
All right, Doctor. I didn't ask for a marine biology lecture.
Is iron a type of fiber? Is iron a type of fiber?
Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So we will most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. It's your decision, sir.
No, it isn't. Let's go.
Please continue your search.
Thank you.
We have to find it.
That's the unwritten rule, isn't it? Under no circumstances do we leave anyone behind.
That's right, Doctor. You can lose everything else, but you have to have the crew on board. The living and the dead. This is one of the most crucial imperatives, even though it's not in the regulations.
Oh, that's beautifully done. That is absolutely... Look at that. That is beautifully done.
I'm going to them, Doctor.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
Why are we climbing through the eldritch horrors? Yep. Yes, it feels right.